Hello guys, welcome everyone to a little bit of an out of the blue stream, but a stream that was planned to take place yesterday. However, yesterday some inconvenience came in between, so I had to postpone it on today. But finally, that actually meant to only have 3 unboxings instead of 4 because we received 3 of the 5 packages just today, and well, we are looking to unbox them. First of all, I would like to thank you guys though for your continuous support over the past month and over the past weeks. It's safe to say that especially you guys watching the streams and you keep being a member of the channel or being a subscriber on the Twitch channel have helped to get me to the point of reinvesting again into the stream quality. That is as much as I'm gonna say about this. We're gonna make this a little bit of a game tonight. Not a real game. Well, we're gonna make it a game over the week, let's say. I think though, for those of you that are familiar with everything, you will quite soon know what is going on here. So, I would say we turn the camera a little down so you don't see my ugly face, but you see I have a big one over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packages. And we're gonna unbox them piece by piece. Some of them are pretty unspectacular, to be honest, but some of them might be rather interesting. Anyway, we're gonna start with the first one, the flat one. It's one of those lovely ones where you can just pull off a stripe. A lot of waste to be produced in the end. Okay, that's it. Well, what do we have here? Make a change, make a difference. So that is just the packaging, really. I love it. Packages in a package, right? And then speaking about making a change. Well, anyway, let's try and open this stuff. It's extremely hot glued. I should have a letter opener here somewhere. Bear with me. That would be the perfect device to use right now. Oh well, we take a scissors regardless. Open the stuff up. Yes, I have not done an unboxing in a while, and I have generally not done unboxings because the wife was the one buying the stuff. First of all, we are getting out some stuff here, which will be, and is going to be important for you guys, to not, well, to have an idea of what's going on, as some of those parts may give an hint or may not give a hint. What we do have here is 2 extensions, USB 3.0, so classic USB extensions, nothing too special. 2 of those to be required. We're gonna keep that in mind, I say. Right, a lot of waste though. Anyway, not sure if I go on. I go on with a small unspectacular one. In the meanwhile, I will keep the autofocus up. Yes, Cameron, I'm trying to not spot my address, but at the same time, the address of the business is registered in the web anyway. However, you are right though. No unnecessary need of leaking even more. What do we have here then? Connect more power. I have obviously ordered a lot of stuff, and I can't just always tell from what is outside the package to what it's going to be. But that would be also like eliminating the fun for you guys, as we said that we're about doing a little bit of a guess game. So what have we done, or what have we gotten? So this one will be particularly interesting, where you are like, What the hell is he going to do with that? This is basically a USB 3.0 printer cable. It's a classic printer cable, or like I have forgotten about the. Let me see. About the. There was a specific name on it. Anyway, what it says is connect more, power more. So this cable is an externally powered USB extension cable, to be honest. So yeah, it will be used for a certain gadget that is around here as well. You're gonna find out soon. Yerne just spent 15 euros on 3 USB 3.0 cables last month to get rid of the stupid USB hub. Are you talking about yourself? I guess. What is also in here is this 3.5 millimeter ground loop isolator. So you plan a dual PC setup. Altaman, we could indeed plan on such a system with the gadgets that we get here. I've had my mind over it as well. There are some things right now in my mind that kind of keep me away from just trying it to achieve it, especially since right now on the Office machine, the Office machine has a capture card, the Office machine has a cam link. Speaking of that, actually I would need to remove the cam link or the camera capture card from the Office PC to put it into the gaming machine. So towards the dual PC streaming setup, yes, the gadgets that I get or that I have ordered, they would lead towards that for sure. But for the moment, it's not planned, let's say. Anyway, what else do we have here? Come on. Oh no. You guys gonna be like, what is this guy doing? Anyway, Yerne is suggesting a new shoulder camera. So you will be particularly interested in this one because this one is, on the one hand, a standard HDMI cable. Come on, show it. Focus. It doesn't want to focus. Let me see quickly. Camera. We are looking. Configuration. Focus. We're going to focus it manually then. There you go. So, here we're talking about a classic HDMI connector. But this one, can you guess it? Yep, this is an HDMI mini. Better say a USB 3.2. Not 3.2, 2. What was it? I forgot about these. Like those numerations and iterations, I get lost on them. Anyway, that cable is being kind of required to connect what we do want to connect. So GoPro installation on your head for point of view videos. Don't get me starting stupid ideas, I tell you. Okay, it's not exactly that though. However, further packages. Make the big one in the end, right? So let's move on with this. Also, this has a little nice stripe to just pull away. Blop, off it goes to the bin. And here we have. Oh no, Yanni. A 10-port USB 3.0 powered external USB hub. So what has basically happened is on my racing machine over there, we have 6 or is it 8? Can't remember. 6 or 8. I think it's 6 3.0 USB ports on the back end of the motherboard. And I got two USB 2.0 ones on the front end bus, but they are occupied, one with a headset and B with the wireless keyboard and stuff. And also for the GSI, I had to get an externally powered USB hub, but the cable of that USB hub is like this length. And I had to move my PC case a little bit around to even get it to the point where I was like, yeah, I can somewhere glue it to the rig and I can connect the wheel into it without the cable being like stretched already too long. So that was like, it is a device with 4 hubs, but it sits in such a stupid position that I would need like not only 2, but maybe 6 or 7 or 8 extensions. So I was like, what if you just get a proper 10 slot USB external powered hub? Which is the reason why I got this cable also from, because this one is externally powered to go into the PC then, and it shall be just another extension of the cable already here. So I was like, you better get this on top of that in order to have more flexibility with that hub. So that goes over there. Because obviously the USB hub itself is obviously with a rather short cable coming as well. Yeah, well, there is a lot of different kind of USB 3.0 power hubs, but I was like, I need a proper one for this time. Anyway, we have more boxes to uncover, so I just gonna cut that open here on the side. We are looking. What is it? New, it said. Whatever that is. Well, I can guess already from the from what I know, what I have ordered, obviously. This will be probably a bit more interesting as you guys are like, okay, so what does he want to do with that one? So first things first, we have a red filter, another red filter, 2 yellow filters. Lovely, isn't it? 2 yellow filters and 2 blue filters. And now you guys can already kinda imagine what it is, maybe. No, it's not a heart rate monitor. We already have that. I would need a new one though. Flags, Frozzy, good call. Disco lights. Actually, it feels like I have put my my list of orders forwards to Ultimate, because he's spot on indeed. Those are USB powered streaming lights actually. So 2 of those, they are being externally powered by a USB hub. So this is why we got this USB hub in the first place. Because that means 2 more USB slots to be taken. We not only get 2 flashlights, but also some tripods to put them on, and the other devices to fix those panels into them. I will need to look though whether I put them somewhere else. I need to do quite a little bit of playing around with those kind of gadgets. The streaming lights themselves, I think they can be extended to like this size. Let me see. So we have a tripod in the first place, and on top of that, I think here we got these sticks that you can further extend with. So yeah, I can take those, put them on the tripod here, and then like I mean, yeah, it's difficult to show you, but you see it's like a meter or so, so I can place them on the rig or place them on where the PC is standing on, and then from the left and from the right can shine into my face. I will need to see whether that improves the lighting of the stream in the end, hopefully, whereas not shining, alter Mann, don't say that. Yeah, my only fear right now is that I'm like being flashed too much by all the lighting then going on. But yeah, we have some streaming lights to hopefully improve the lighting, not only on the face cam. You know, I'm fed up with those always fiddling with the USB with the webcams of Logitech. So I was like, okay, it's time to get some more creative and actually put all the donations and all the memberships and all the subscriptions that have been put on my channel and gradually gave me some income, of course, put them to good use, because as you know, I always promise that donations, they're not just going straight into my pocket, they will be reused for some investments and for some improvements towards the viewer experience. And since I haven't upgraded quite for a long time, which had different reasons, we're gonna explore them probably in the Michi's Esport Diaries to a certain extent. Because simply I haven't had the time to really make up my mind on what's going on, what do I want to do, and so on. But I had to deal with those. Anyway, we have a last package coming up, and I think there is a bunch of stuff inside. And some of you will be like, yeah, that makes total sense now. I guess, I hope. SimHub flags, so no in-game flag light shows lights up the whole room. Yeah, I don't know if I really want that, to be honest, because if I do that, the only thing that's happening VEC or whenever, or we do qualifying, I gonna be flashed yellow all race long or all practice long. So yeah, I don't really think I want to do that. Right. So I put that out piece by piece. One, another one. That obviously is a bit of a bummer. So some of you might have seen already, but anyway. It's there. Whatever. And this one, obviously. So, as you can imagine, the power views, we need more power. I have at least 2 or 3 more gadgets that need to get in. One of that is this Go XLR Mini. So, I have seen them on the Rennsport Summit. And I've been looking at one at the beginning of the year already. And I think we can now move the camera a little bit more upwards. I've been looking at one at the beginning of the year already because I was like, you know, we had this Le Mans Virtual Series going on, and like generally speaking, I know that the engineer in the race is kind of part of the stream, but sometimes it's just smart to be able to mute the stream in order to be talking about strategy, but then you don't hear any sound whatsoever. Which is a bit of an inconvenience because always in the chat it's like, Michi, you got your sound muted. Michi, we don't hear you. Michi this, Michi that. And I appreciate you guys being so vocal about it. So in case I really F something up, you're actually on it to correct it and to make me aware of that there is something going on the stream or not going on the stream as it should be. And I'm really happy about that. But very, very often there is a reason for this. And even if I say we talk strategy, the people are coming like, Michi, we don't hear your sound. And I can 100% understand it, but now I want to be able to, let's say, move this one completely down, which is the TeamSpeak one, and then I can talk to the engineers while you have the race sound still up, and you guys can at least hear the car when I'm going around, or can actually hear that there is noise and that there is audio. We might also bring in some music with that, copy content-free music. I will need to see exactly how I put it in. Of course, I got four different levels. I I don't think I want to put on a microphone one. I just need to see whether I can rebind them to something else. But we then obviously have the system, TeamSpeak, and some other things. So I was like, with 4 levels, I'm kind of alright, I guess. Why do I do this now and not in the beginning of the year? I'm a noob. I'm a big noob when it comes towards this kind of hardware. I have done a little bit of analysis. I've done a little bit of research as well. As you do see, I do use Logitech wireless headphones. However, this one obviously does not support that because there is no USB where you can put a transponder in. And then obviously this works with the 3.5 millimeters cables to go into like the, these ones, the line ins and line outs. So I had to find a tutorial actually on how to get the audio onto my headphones when it comes from the machine, and this is where it gets a little tricky. So basically I would need to put my headphones listening to this device, which would then, but I think that would also mean, like, if I turn down the volume of the TeamSpeak down here, I won't hear it here as well because I'm listening to a deafened device, right? And exactly, Cortex, this is why I need the ground cable, because my speakers are going to go back into the sound card, into the gaming machine. Then I'll be able to fetch that incoming signal to go out on the headphones. And I've thought about, and this is where the dual PC stream setup comes into play. I was like, on my gaming PC, I can still tell TeamSpeak and Discord to send out the audio onto my device here directly, which would mean that I may not even need to turn it down here in the first place. Would potentially also mean that you cannot hear the messages at all unless I'm able to put one on this lever being linked to the signal, like make this lever listening to that device. That would be like a little bit of a circled link though. So yeah, you see a lot of chaos is going a lot of chaos going on in my head right now about this, and this is why I said I'll need some time, some proper time for that. Now Yanni will be like, Mitch, you're doing the more virtual series. How can you now say you got time for this? Because I will. I will. Because I've quit my job. To make it quite easy. There will be a specific Mitchie's Esport Diaries about that. That also has to do with the fact that the last couple of weeks I have not had too many time for any practice streams or whatsoever. And I've been playing a bit motorsport games here and there because I couldn't get hours. I had no energy to go back into the sim and do driving. So I did that at the least possible amount in order to fix my mentality a little bit and my inner happiness. But that is a different topic. We are not coming about to speak about that right now. So Altaman, I will happily come back to you on this one. There's also, obviously, as long as this is not unpacked, I could still like send it back and get something different. Mr. Cameron, what is the overall plan for these items? It's unfinished, to be honest. This is why I made this an unboxing 1 out of 3, because we are still waiting on at least 2 more packages. One is about to arrive on Wednesday. The other one is scheduled to come in 2 weeks, I think. And Cortex, you're absolutely right. Sound is so hard to get, which is why the Go XLR is here in the first place, because there will be more changes. So this is not the only hardware I have bought so far. Funval shirt unboxing, that would require a fourth stint. A fourth stint. I'm so down in racing, man. A fourth stream, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, that is that. Then we have another Amazon Basics. Yeah, okay, I kind of know what that is about. That will go perfectly in line with what I already show you, but I would need one to spare. It's just the basic 3.5 pinch line in auxiliary audio cable. And last but not least, not because I'm like the super most cleanup guy, but we have a little bit of a cable sleeve here to, you know, all the new cables like the shiny lights. They have, I think, 3-meter USB, and I don't want to have this hanging around everywhere. So yes, that is it for the unboxing. 1 out of 3. We've had, well, we do have a ton of cartonnage waste. Poor Mother Nature. Sorry, Greta, about that. Anyway, we do sim racing and save the world some CO2 pollution that is made out of fossil burning fuel. So I hope we are all right. Cortex, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Right, so you guys have seen actually the little gadgets and the little parts of the overall plan. And yes, there is L plan. And instead of just throwing away everything, I'll just take one of that boxes and put in the HDMI to mini HDMI, the auxiliary cable, 2 USB 3.0 extensions, a ground loop isolator for the audio, the Go XLR, the externally powered USB hub, the cable, how is it called? Cable sleeve to clean up, the externally powered power plug extender, or however you call them. It's a German word, so I can't speak it out, you won't understand it. And another externally powered USB 3.0 extension. And then, guys, that's going to do it for this one. And that's going to do it also for tonight, I am afraid. Those changes will take place over the next, and I'm really serious about that, over the next month. Why do I say month? Because I hear Yene on this ear already. He's like, Michi, we need you on the track for testing. And I agree with that. And yeah, I still had I had at least the time to make up on the plans and do the shopping and get all the orders out, because it will take obviously another 4 or 5 weeks till I am leaving my job completely. So yes, Jerne, we know. And that will also go hand in hand with the other period. So to finish this point, yes, there is the Le Mans Virtual Series race in 3 weeks. But as I said, I quit my job. I'm scheduled to have my final day roughly around the 17th of October. And from the 17th of October onwards, I can go full-time into streaming, full-time into sim racing, full-time into whatever I like, and full-time actually into dealing with that stuff. But, you know, as you can imagine, I just don't want to quit my stuff. And I'm like, okay, and now I'm going to wait 4 weeks until I receive everything. So I went to the shopping already. And yes, the good and nice story is I will do have more time for sim racing, but it's just going to be a period. You need to face it. Like, I gotta be quite blunt about this. In order to make this sim racing, streaming, and everything my full-time job, I would need probably 150 to 200 members on the YouTube channel or subscribers on the Twitch channel. That would give me like an income where it would be like, okay, based on that, I can start drawing some plan on making a living out of this. Nicolini, that would be a bad idea. If I enjoy myself in a handball match, I can also like say bye bye sim racing. That's gonna do it for this year. So yeah, that is not a plan. I'm doing some fitness, and yes, you can also enjoy yourself on a standard stretch or whatever, or when just walking down the stairs. Many people have enjoyed themselves there, but yeah, you know, just not taking any unnecessary risks though. However, the plan is of course to having to go back into the economy and get a standard job. I will have some education in between or make something entirely different. There's a few things here and there, that a few balloons that are up in the air, so I'm checking my possibilities at the minute. But as soon as there is news to share, that would then also mean the full-time sim racing adventure comes to an end. So yeah, I will make use of the 4 or 5 weeks that I have specifically free to really dial my head into this and to getting the Go XLR running, to getting the other gadgets that are yet to come running, to start fiddling with it, and hopefully to be able then to improve the stream quality, not so much stability wise, and also the content wise. Well, content is a different topic right now. There's lots of. I'm not sure if I'm really happy with the content that has lately been out on the channel. There is closely to been no growth, and I think a core element of that is also in how I conduct myself, stuff that's happening and stuff that's not happening, such as having had close to no streams lately. However, I lost my point. Yes, I will use the weeks intensively in the mornings to deal with the new gadgets, to deal with the new equipment, and get the maximum out for you guys for the picture quality and so on, or for the general streaming experience or watching experience in your case. So that is the plan. The decision to leave the job and do that was an active and direct one. It was nothing that has happened by the company. It was just basically me doing a call. And interesting times coming up. No, I'm not about to starve, and no, I'm not about being in trouble or anything, or from a financial point of view, thankfully. But yeah, again, if I would want to make this my living, if I would want to make streaming and sim racing my living, beside the prize money, I would need a lot more follows, a lot more subscriptions, a lot more donations, a lot more like, regular small payments, like, the 2 or 3 euros a week from a couple of guys. So yeah, if you want to support us though, especially with all the equipment being bought, I can tell you there was a 4-digit sum spent. Then of course any donation is greatly appreciated. If you have an Amazon Prime account, then feel free to give us the free Prime sub that costs you nothing at all, but gets me a little financial benefit. Other than that, check out and explore subscription options on Twitch, the member options on YouTube to get your assets and your access to the channel specific premium emotes that can be used on both channels when you're a subscriber or a member on the channel. Sam Moron Guitar, Gamer Muzzle made a fair point. Your content is great and plentiful when you stream. R Factor 2 has a lower audience interest. I love the sim, but it's true compared to iRacing. Did he mention my name there on it? So, okay. Since we're speaking about this, yes, Yanni, I agree. R Factor 2 just needs more online rating system that makes the game just so much more accessible and enjoyable for the wide audience, because Yeah, we do have a competition system, but it's not interactive. It's basically like you've done a position, you've got some ridiculous amount of points, and if you miss one round, it's a rippatoni. Whereas in iRacing, you at least got 4 out of 12 drop weeks, 4 drop weeks out of 12 races. So we need that competition system to be improved. Yeah, I think I've seen that video of Gamer Muscle, and he's right on it. He's absolutely right. So here's the dilemma. In the past years, I've done a lot of growth and a lot of relevance on the sim racing scene with doing iRacing streams over the winter. Now, Le Mans Virtual Series has happened to not only take place in a single race like we had it in June 2020, but starting in September to end in January. And once this series ends in January, obviously depending on how many participations I will have in the races, this is quite stressful. And then you enjoy your February, taking a month off before in March everything else of the 2023 season already appears and starts. So that is a bit of an F. Luca, rFactor will get LFM support. Wait, is it rFactor 2 or rFactor 1 that gets this LFM support? That is important. If it's rFactor 1, then unlucky, Michi. If it's rFactor 2, then we might see a change of actual user numbers by a factor of 2, I guess. Because LFM is obviously quite wide range and largely used. And this is the other dilemma, like, I would love to do some ACC or some race room, but then in between the time, there's also the skill level and the distinctive driving style for all the sims. That is just like that. It's not like I can pull the plug and switch it left, switch it right, and do whatever. And do whatever. Like, honestly, LFM support for rFactor 2 would be fabulous. That would give me as a streamer a possibility to show how great this game is, how much enjoyable it is on a like regular basis, where it's just like on iRacing, you sign up for specific races and just enjoy yourself a little bit. So that would be awesome. If LFM people are looking at this, watching this video, or whoever knows LFM officials, send them this message. Get rFactor 2 into your system, please, and outpace the Studio 397 development on it. Like, we need it. We need a competition system that is enjoyable, that is interactive, that gives the platform, that gives a diversity of stuff to race. We need this. The game has so much potential. The latest patches, updates, and feature implementations on rFactor 2 have been absolutely magnificent. But they are only ever so rarely used because some leagues are obviously using it. LMVS now used it, but it's just always the kind of same bubble of people or the kind of same bubble of organizations is using it. So that is a shame. But anyway, that is a topic actually for Michi's Esport Diary. When we're talking about such things again, I want to like to thank you guys for your audience tonight. I know a little bit of a surprising and late stream, but we've had good fun unpacking some boxes. Felt a little bit like Christmas already, but Black Friday is coming in 2 months anyway. And that reminds me of the fact that without a job and a salary, the Black Friday is probably not going to be happening for me. Anyway, guys, I would like to appreciate your audience tonight and you joining us for this unboxing. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, if you want to keep supporting the channel, you don't need any donations whatsoever. Just make sure you click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow up on Twitch. That's the least thing I ask you guys to do. And from that point of view, guys, thank you already for happy Monday, all of you. And tomorrow we have racing. We have a Traction GG stream as usual, on a Tuesday afternoon. And it's going to be the final in the IndyCar series against Simon Pagenaud. So you guys, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, 8:30 Central European Summertime, to get your R Factor Tuesday portion of sim racing when we race in the IndyCar series around Laguna Seca against the IndyCar legend Simon Pagenaud and a Stig. So Jeroen has tried starting to do some lobbying to get a Stig into the series so that I have a challenge for tomorrow. I have no clue who it is. I have no clue who might turn up there tomorrow as a special guest. But I guess we're going to find out tomorrow on the Traction GG channel. Guys, have a nice evening, everyone. See you and goodbye.